66, present yourselves for graduation.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, come. Prepare to post. Order, come. Post.
Order! Ha! personnel at ease.
All, please be seated.
Quiet. Seat.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the graduation ceremony of Class 1166. My name is Armando Alegre, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies for today's graduation. At this time, I would like to introduce the onstage ceremony party, starting on my far right, Matthew Densmore, Acting Chief Patrol Agent, U.S. Border Patrol Academy, Sean Mcgofin, Chief Patrol Agent, Big Bend Sector, Robert Smoot, Program Specialist, Federal Law Enforcement Training Center. Next, I would like to recognize the staff members of the U.S. Border Patrol Academy that were instrumental in the success of this session. Some of these staff members could not be present today as they are busy instructing other classes. Would the staff members please stand as your name is called and remain standing. Operations Training Department, Supervisory Border Patrol Agents Joshua Lehman and Joshua Berrios, Border Patrol Agent Sarah Cabrera and Border Patrol Agent Victor Roldan. Spanish Training Department, Supervisory Border Patrol Agent Scott Hayes, Border Patrol Agents Jose Ruiz, Border Patrol Agent Loreni Rios. Physical Techniques Department, Supervisory Border Patrol Agent Marco Aguilar, Border Patrol Agents Manuel Molina and Brady Argus. Firearms Training Department, Supervisory Border Patrol Agents Lawrence Marquez and Christopher Bouchard. Driver Training Department, Supervisory Border Patrol Agents Cesar Hernandez, Cahoya Daniels, and Brett Wasink. Tactics Training Department, Supervisory Border Patrol Agent Justin Dunchek, Border Patrol Agent Eric Ortega, and Training Technician Rhonda King. Ladies and gentlemen, the staff of Class 1166. Thank you. Please be seated. The U.S. Border Patrol Academy allows family members or influential persons who are current sworn officers the honor of presenting the Border Patrol badge to their graduating relative or mentee. Please stand and remain standing when I call your name. Joining us today are Border Patrol Agent Eric Stephan, 10 years of service. Border Patrol Agent Arnulfo Trevino, 24 years of service. Homeland Security Investigation Special Agent Fletc Trevino, 18 years of service. And U.S. Customs and Border Protection Officer Nidia Trevino, 20 years of service. U.S. Customs and Border Protection Officer Orlando Terán, 3 years of service. Homeland Security Investigation Special Agent Eric Treglio, 13 years of service. Ladies and gentlemen, please give the guests of 1166 a round of applause. Thank you. Please be seated. Each graduating class selects one of its members to address the audience during the graduation ceremony. Class 1166 has selected Border Patrol Agent Ari Rotel. At this time, I would like to ask Agent Rotel to come forward and address the audience.
Good morning and welcome guests, Border Patrol agents, parents, and family members here today. Thank you for being here on this exciting day. It was long and stressful, but we finally made it. Class, take a moment to look to your left and to your right. This is your family now. We went through a lot together, and through our perseverance and resiliency, we formed a bond that will carry us through our future endeavors. We can always look back on this experience and utilize the network we have formed as we go on to forge our own paths within the patrol. It all started by getting delayed a week due to a snowstorm. Little did we know that was a perfect foreshadow for our time here. Showing up with 1167 was a crazy experience. The welcoming committee, then a 2-week quarantine due to COVID. The 2-week period felt longer than the whole academy, especially when our only exposure to sunlight was during our meal formations. After that, we were able to start together as a class of 48. It only took a few days to start losing people. That's when the academy really started, and within the first month, we were down to this group of 30. Starting with Mr. Memo, Spanish had us all scared. Scared to move, scared to breathe, scared to look anywhere but forward. scared to get that first memo. And some of us got the first 3 within the first 10 minutes of class. So thank you to Senor Hayes, Senor Ruiz, and Senorita Rios, who unfortunately couldn't be here today, for making Spanish fun. Without your help and the class nativos, a lot of us still wouldn't know a lick of Spanish. Tactics, you stole my pit viper style. You guys look good, so we'll get over it. We learned some of the most valuable lessons in this class. Just one is if we didn't move, we definitely paid the price. Ops. Ops was like a box of chocolates. You never knew what you were gonna get. Our touchstone was Mr. Roldan, aka Roll Dizzle. We can't thank you enough for all you did for us. Ms. Cabrera, thank you for finishing this academy with us. To Mr. Marquez, Mr. Bouchard, and Mr. Jackson, we are glad you gentlemen made it out of this class alive with all of Alpha. At the beginning, you had a lot to deal with. Immediately, you turned us around and got us shooting safely and shooting well. Congratulations on having your first Cardinal Firearms Safety Rules test failure. You can thank Alpha for that. Mr. Jackson, I've played a good amount of paintball, and holy cow. I don't know what you did to the paintball gun, but we don't think you could be any more accurate. The fact you can put a paintball through a 5-inch hole at 30 feet made it even more difficult. We all learned the importance of cover, especially Delgado and Zug. Thank you, Mr. Hernandez and Mr. Daniels. For most of us, driving was the most fun course here. From driving super slow off-road to driving probably way too fast on the driving track at night, even bringing some of us to the point of puking. Both of you have saved us more than once. You brought back canteens and so many left items from Bravo. Murray left his glasses in one of the cars, and Mr. Daniels, you found them and so kindly brought them back, even though they looked better on you than they did on him. As most of you know, we had PT every day till about 2 weeks ago. Everyone is still sore. Daddy Molina and Mr. Yargis, thank you for everything. Our class is in the best shape we have ever been in. Some days were fun, and others, like OC Exposure Day, were the worst. We would take getting tased, which turned out was optional, over doing that any day of the week. Jorge, Tan, Strong Delgado, we are proud of you for facing your fears and getting up Jacob's ladder and dropping in with the rest of us. We earned Freedom Friday from the creator, Mr. Molina, and on the 4th of July we did push-ups. All of the push-ups. Mr. Yargis, we don't know how you do it. You run Alpha 6 miles between 12:30 and 2:30, then hit us with 7 miles right after that. Running those treadmills at the end brought us all together and got us all to pass the PT final with ease. 1, 2, 1. I don't know if any of us want to hear those 3 numbers in a row again. After about 10 of those, it is not a rest position. Gentlemen, we just want you to know, no matter what expression was on our face during class, deep inside we were having a good time. We will forever live the motto when feeling weak, pass out before tap out. And to our fearless leaders, Dalton and Charles, thank you. The 2 of you have gotten us through this academy as a team. You made sure we were in the right place at the right time and tried to keep us all sane as possible. Thank you again to everyone for coming out today. And thank you to all our instructors for being here to help us through this academy and setting us up for success in the field. It is no debate that we have proven ourselves to be among the best, most infamous classes. Together we made it to this moment. Call it a clan, a tribe, or a family. Call it whatever you want. But at the end of the day, always remember Class 1166. Hydrate, 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 protein up. Last man, 1166!
You know that's right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Agent Rotel. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Acting Chief Patrol Agent Matthew Densmore. But before I invite Acting Chief Densmore to the podium, I would like to tell you a little bit about him. Acting Chief Densmore entered on duty at the Naco Border Patrol Station in the Tucson sector in 1999 with the 416th session, where he worked for several years before earning a promotion to Supervisory Border Patrol Agent. The Naco Station is where he made significant contributions to the Border Patrol mission through his work as a supervisor, a firearms instructor, and as an experienced detection canine handler. In January of 2008, he was promoted to Field Operations Supervisor at the Buffalo Station in the Buffalo sector. There he led and managed various law enforcement programs and operations at the local, regional, and international levels. He earned the rank of Border Patrol Agent in Charge and led the Buffalo Border Patrol Station from January of 2010 until October 2014, when he was promoted to Division Chief for Buffalo Sector. In April of 2021, he accepted a position at the Border Patrol Academy as an Assistant Chief Patrol Agent. Acting Chief Densmore is married and has 3 children. He holds a Bachelor of Arts degree from Colorado State University. Ladies and gentlemen, Matthew Densmore.
Good morning and welcome. I would like to give a special welcome to the friends and family of 1166 joining us via social media. I would also like to thank the cadre, Chief Mcgofin and Mr. Smoot, for taking time out of your busy schedules to be here this morning to honor the graduating class. The mission stands before you, and it is as daunting as ever. Because of this, take time to reflect on this victory, as the majority of life is a struggle to reach these brief moments of achievement. This accomplishment has been no easy feat. The Border Patrol Academy is one of the toughest academies in the world, if not the toughest, and having graduated should be a point of pride for you all. Congratulations on reaching this milestone. Take time to enjoy it, so soon you'll be at your stations working to meet the new challenges that will be presented to you as you endeavor to learn what it means to be a Border Patrol agent. What I would like to do is take a couple of minutes to give you some advice that I wish I would have gotten as I embarked on my career. I will start the first bit of advice with a story. I wish it was an exciting story, but it's not. It's still worthy of mention as it taught me several important lessons. So I was a new agent just off the field training unit performing transportation duties, and I was dispatched to provide transport to an agent who had apprehended a group. The agent requested an ETA. As I reached for the mic, I failed to notice that the traffic in front of me was coming to a stop faster than I anticipated. Due to this fact, I slammed into the vehicle in front of me. I was sure that being involved in an at-fault accident meant I would be fired. I had worked very hard to get to this point, and the last thing I wanted to do was lose my job due to a moment of inattention. I relayed my predicament to my supervisor. He directed me to write a memo outlining the circumstances of the collision. I did this as much as I did right now. I would be remiss if I didn't tell you a little bit about the individual that I had to turn my memo into. It was Field Operations Supervisor Larry Jurdy. He was a mountain of a man with a reputation to mirror his stature. He was a member of BORTAC Class 1 who had seized more drugs and made more apprehensions than I could dream of. Needless to say, he was an intimidating man, and nobody wanted to be called to his office, especially a trainee. So there I was, standing tall in front of him, awaiting my sentence. After looking at my memo, and I'm going to clean it up a little bit because he talks differently than is appropriate in polite company. Well, Densmore, they can F us on this one, but this kind of stuff is going to happen if you work. Go out there and catch me a group. A somewhat innocuous story that highlights 2 very important lessons. You're going to make mistakes in your career. Don't be afraid to own them. Once you make a mistake, don't lie about it. The consequences for lying are much worse than almost any mistake that you could make. I also would like to take time today to remind you that if you're going to drink, do it responsibly. I'm not telling you not to blow off a little steam, but I am telling you to be smart about it. I recently found out that a trainee who recently graduated got a DUI. This is not a good way to start your career. If you're going to drink, don't drive. In fact, remove your ability to drive by getting an Uber or designated driver to take you to your destination. One of the quickest ways to lose your job is by getting a DUI, and they're so easy to avoid if you only take a little bit of time to make a plan. It will be too late to plan once you're out, so you got to do it before you go. My third point is this: be ready for change, because it's coming. There have been so many changes that have taken place since I joined the patrol that I can't even begin to go through them all right now. In fact, when I EOD'd, there were 8,600 agents in the patrol. Now there are 19,555. And this is probably the smallest of the changes that I've had to deal with. There is one thing I want to tell you though. Don't worry about the changes. Just roll with the punches. There are agents who constantly complain whenever they have to do something new. Don't waste your time with them or their ways. You should evaluate what impacts the new policy is having and give honest feedback to your chain of command, but don't waste your time with complaints. All that does is bring down morale and make work a place you don't want to be. A positive attitude will take you far. The final point I want to make is this, that throughout your career you'll have opportunities to experience many different duties: vessel commander, bike patrol, K9, prosecutions, intel agent, and many more. I say to you, take these opportunities to learn new things, but don't forget to leave your mark on them. Almost any agent can do the job, and some may even do the job spectacularly. But if you truly want to make your mark, identify what needs to be done to make the program better and get it done. As my grandfather used to say to me, remember, it's not the job you do that reflects what type of person you are, but how you do that job. Make the organization better. It doesn't matter at what level you are, that is as a trainee or the chief of the Border Patrol. If we are doing what we need to make the organization better, no mission will go undone. Once again, congratulations and good luck on this next step of your journey. Honor first. I would like to take a minute to introduce Chief Mcgofin. It is my pleasure to introduce you to Chief Patrol Agent for the Big Bend Sector, Sean Mcgofin. But before I invite Chief Mcgofin to the podium, I would like to give some background on him. Sean L. Mcgofin assumed command of the Big Bend Sector as Chief Patrol Agent on December 20th, 2020. He is responsible for the management, administration, and technical direction of the enforcement operations and personnel along 517 miles of international border with Mexico. Chief Mcgofin began his career with the U.S. Border Patrol in 1996 as a member of Academy Class 320. His first duty station was at the Tucson Station in the Tucson sector. In 2013, he became an associate chief in the Strategic Planning Analysis Directorate, U.S. Border Patrol headquarters, where he was responsible for the policy division. In 2015, Chief Mcgofin was promoted to the position of Deputy Chief Patrol Agent of the Havre sector, and then in 2018, he became the Chief Patrol Agent. Chief Mcgofin has a Bachelor of Arts degree in Organizational Management with an emphasis in Public Safety Administration from the Ashford University and a Master of Arts degree in the Organizational Leadership from Gonzaga University. Chief Mcgofin is married to retired Patrol Agent in Charge Perla S. Mcgofin. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Patrol Agent Sean Mcgofin.
Congratulations, 1166. This is a long journey that you've been through. A lot of ups and downs, a lot of trials, tribulations, a lot of difficult times. But you today are being recognized for the fact that you were able to overcome all of this and to be able to be accepted into the Border Patrol family as a Border Patrol agent, receiving your badge and gun. I can't tell you how proud we are of you. I know that your instructors are proud. I know that all of us up here are proud. And we're really excited about what's going on in your lives right now and what you're going to bring to the success and future of the Border Patrol. So I'm going to break it up just a little bit. I hope I don't annoy anybody at the Academy, but I'm going to ask all of you to stand up and join me, turn around and applaud all the cadre, not just your instructors, all the cadre that are here, and thanking them for what they have done to give you this opportunity and to have this day. So please stand up, turn around and applaud your instructors. Now that we've thanked the cadre, I think it's important to note that we need to thank you. Every one of you raised your hand and said, I want to be a part of the Border Patrol. Nobody made you come into the Border Patrol. Nobody asked you to pass a test. Nobody asked you to go to the Academy. You did it on your own. You are the future of our organization. So we, as the Border Patrol family, want to thank each and every one of you for volunteering to be a part of our team, for putting up with the difficult environment you've had here at the Academy, and for being a part of our team at the end and graduating. So we want to thank you for that. As we move forward from this point on in your career, I want you to be reminded of the fact that people are now going to be counting on you. You'll have people at home who are counting on you. You will have classmates potentially counting on you as you progress through the FTU and other challenges that you're going to face. You're going to have other agents that are going to be counting on you. There's a whole bunch of people out there that are going to be counting on you to make sure you arrive on time when the situation needs assistance, right? You're going to have to go out there and be ready to help another person. You also might be the person who asked for that help. So we want to make sure that no matter what transpires in the event, that the number one priority is you got to get there and help your fellow Border Patrol agent. And I think it's important to remember that all of these people that are counting on you, those are the ones that you will see, the ones you can put your arm around, the ones that you can thank. But at the end of the day, the American people are counting on you. Our country is counting on you. It's important that all of you recognize that what we do is not just simply about immigration. It's about national security. Because border security is national security. And what we do is defend our nation against anything that comes across that border. We never know what it is. You never know what to expect when you walk out into the field and who you're going to encounter. You'll be amazed. You're running into people from countries you've probably never heard of before. You're running into people you won't understand anything that they're saying. But more importantly, you're going to run into threats. You're going to run into narcotics. You're going to run into weapons. You're going to run into money laundering. I mean, you never know. At one point in my career, I ran across a trailer full of chickens. I didn't know what to do with that at first. It was kind of crazy. So luckily, I had a journeyman, like you're going to have, to help me out along the way. Listen to your journeyman. Make sure you understand what they're talking about, because it is extremely important. Because as I said before, the nation is counting on you. Your communities are counting on you. There's a whole lot of people that will never thank you, that will never get the opportunity to put their arm around you and tell you what an important job you're doing. Because of that fact, that's the rest of the country, the ones that aren't really familiar with the Border Patrol. But there are a lot of people out here who are really thankful for what you do. As I said before, rely on your training. We've given you this opportunity. We've presented you. The entire academy here has given you all the tools that you will need to do your job. Are you going to be prepared though? Right? We can't instill upon you readiness at all times. We can tell you about it. We can give you all the information about it. But as you've heard over and over, complacency does kill. So be ready. Be ready for anything that you may encounter at any given time. And when you are, we look forward to that success that you're going to have as an agent. Because we know, we're excited about the fact that this academy has prepared you for those events. But you got to always be ready. Because you leave here today doesn't mean you get to relax. It means you get to continue on your journey, being prepared at any moment for anything that might occur. Stand ready to help others. Right? We always have to be able to help others. You never know when you're going to need to do so. We talked a little bit about that. You may have to help somebody who's not, it may not be while you're in uniform. You may have to help somebody enact in a capacity. A lot of agents have acted on their own time to help to secure life and limb. And we're proud of them, and they did the right thing. They utilized their training at a time and opportunity to stop a crime, to stop a threat that had life-threatening potential. So always be ready. Stand ready and be ready to help others. So what's really interesting for me today, I know that a lot of you didn't get to have your family here, but you're going to be joining the Border Patrol family. And so when you leave here, it's all about the family. We've accepted you now into the family. You are part of us, part of the long legacy of who we are. But all we've talked about is what you're going to do in the Border Patrol. So today, as I've noticed, we have some folks here from Office of Field Operations and ICE HSI. Those are our partners. You will work with them all the time. Each and every one of you will work with somebody from those two agencies and departments. So think about that, because I think it's important that you remember it's not always about just what we do. It's about being in sync with what others do. We work with others to combat the same issues. We work with others to do what's right. In your career, you'll have all different types of opportunities to work with other agencies, other opportunities to be on task forces, all kinds of different things. That's where you're going to represent the Border Patrol well. You're going to do an outstanding job. But you never know what's going to happen. In my career, I was actually able to run the seaport in Newark, New Jersey, and working with OFO. Can you imagine one Border Patrol agent turned loose in New York? Let me tell you, they had some worries. But we went there with the professionalism, and we showed them what we could do, and we became the great partners that we are today. I really want to emphasize our partnerships, because it's going to be a part of what you do. Beyond what we talked to you about in the Border Patrol, our partnerships are important. As I said before, our mission is not just about immigration. We're always talked about immigration. Remember that immigration is a large part of what we do, but it's not what we do completely. Our job is to secure our nation's borders. And with that comes the honor, actually, of having that right to protect our nation. We go out there and we do that every day. People will tell you it's all about immigration. The media will tell you it's all about immigration, but it's not. It's about so much more. Securing our nation is against all threats, all entities. Your job, as we said before, will be to understand when something has crossed that border illegally, interdict it, collect the information from it, and then properly adjudicate whatever that was. That's our jobs. At that point, we move on and we go back to the next threat. Don't forget that. You've done your jobs when you've completed those tasks. And that's what we're required to do. So stand firm, stand tall. When somebody talks to you about your mission or what you're doing or what you're not doing, at the end of the day, you are trained and will do exactly what we expect from you, and you're going to do it with pride and honor, just like we know you will. So keep that in mind. Remember to keep in touch with your classmates. I think it's really important, right? You guys might have had some difficult times together, but at the end of the day, when you see each other, you're going to be excited to run into each other again. You're going to be excited to hear each other's stories. Find out what happened to you. In a little over 2 weeks, I'm going to meet with my class, 320, and we're going to have our 25th reunion. I'm excited about that. Get to run into some old buddies, talk to them about what's going on in their careers, what they did. Some of them aren't in the Border Patrol anymore. Some of them retired. Treasure those moments with your academy classmates, because this is it. Some of you will never see each other ever again beyond this day. But this doesn't mean that you can't stay in touch. You can't get information. Part of what we do in the Border Patrol as you move up in the organization is learning and understanding about things that you don't necessarily know. The greatest part of that is you can always reach out to other people. You can always reach out and network with the people that you know. And it starts right here in this room today. If you don't understand something, you can call your classmate. You can find out what they know. And utilize that for your benefit and for the benefit of all that we're trying to protect. So stay in touch. It's really important that you do so. Honor first. We've hit you with honor first. We've talked about DUIs. We've talked about all of these different things. Remember, you have earned the right to wear the patch that we've talked about, and also you're going to put on that badge. You've earned that right. But that right doesn't extend beyond the point where you make, and if you do something that is against honor first, right? You have to maintain that right. And it goes throughout your entire career. You have to maintain the right to wear a badge and have a gun and wear this patch, all right? For this patch is something that a lot of us have held on to for a very long time. When we had the merger from DOJ into DHS, they wanted to get rid of our patch. And we fought for that. Everybody in Border Patrol fought for that patch, and we still have the patch. It's the original patch. And we get to wear it with honor and pride. At the same time, we wear another patch on our shirt that demonstrates that we are partners in the CBP effort. The same patch that our brothers and sisters in blue wear in office field operations. We do that because that's our team. Air and Marine has the same patch as well. All right, so you have the Green family, and then you have the CBP family, and we all work together for the same mission. So remember that as well. Lastly, I just want to say I'm extremely proud of this class. I'm really excited for your future. I can't wait to see what happens to all you all and how you go about your careers. And truly impressed with each and every one of you, and it has been my honor to be your mentor. I wish you all the best in your futures. Godspeed in your return to your assignments. And listen to everybody that's out there that's going to give you advice, because they are doing it for your benefit as we have done here. So we wish you all the best and Godspeed in all that you do.
Thank you, Chief Patrol Agent Mcgofin and Acting Chief Patrol Agent Densmore, for those inspiring and encouraging words. Now, we will move on to the presentation of the awards. At this time, we would like to recognize the section leaders of Class 1166 with the Border Patrol Academy Award for Leadership. Border Patrol Agents Charles Bennett and Dalton Thiering, please come forward. The section leader position carries with it a tremendous amount of additional responsibility aside from the same strict training regimen as the rest of the class. The Leadership Award commends the section leaders for their devotion to duty, leadership, demeanor, and professional attitude. Thank you, Agents Bennett and Thiering. At this time, we would like to recognize the graduate with the highest academic achievement. Border Patrol Agent Hector Benitez Sierra, please come forward. This award for academic excellence signifies that the graduate ranks #1 among his peers in operations, Spanish, and law. His performance makes him highly deserving of the honor bestowed by this award. Thank you, Agent Benitez Sierra. The Firearms Training Award is awarded to the graduate with the highest score in firearms training. Border Patrol Agent Jason Teague, please come forward. The award signifies that the graduate has earned the distinction of achieving the highest firearms qualification score while demonstrating distinction in the efficiency of his service weapon. Thank you, Agent Teague. The Driver Training Award recognizes the graduate with the highest score in the driver training program. Border Patrol Agent Michael Thomas, please come forward. Today's recipient far exceeded the challenging requirements and expectations of a novice driver. His performance exemplifies the high level of attention to detail required to safely operate a motor vehicle during stressful situations. Thank you, Agent Thomas. The Physical Techniques Award recognizes the graduate with the highest score in the Physical Techniques program. Border Patrol Agent Blaise Murray, please come forward. Due to the physical demands of the position, Border Patrol agents are expected to be in good physical condition. Today's recipient has exceeded these requirements, and his achievement sets an example for others to follow. Thank you, Agent Murray. The Honor First Award is presented on behalf of the staff of the Border Patrol Academy. Border Patrol Agent Tamara Wolfenden, please come forward. This award is given to the individual who embodies the guiding principle of honor and who has demonstrated through her actions a level of integrity and commitment that exemplifies the values of a Border Patrol agent. Thank you, Agent Wolfenden. Our last award is the Fletc Director's Award. The Border Patrol Academy is a joint effort between the United States Border Patrol and the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center. Working together, the two agencies provide the highest level of education available to law enforcement agents. Border Patrol Agent Ricardo Rincon, please come forward. Agent Rincon was nominated for this award by his classmates, and the award is being presented by Mr. Robert Smoot, Program Specialist for the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center. Thank you, Agent Rincon. Please join me in giving the award recipients a round of applause. The graduating class will now be presented with their badge and credentials, signifying they have met the required qualifications needed to be a Border Patrol agent. I will now turn the podium over to Border Patrol Agent Sarah Cabrera.
Good morning. My name is Border Patrol Agent Sara Cabrera, and I had the distinct pleasure of being the lead instructor for Class 1166. Graduates, please step forward as I read your names to receive your badge and credentials. Border Patrol Agent Cecilia Acosta. Joining Agent Acosta on stage is her brother-in-law, Border Patrol Agent Eric Steffen, 10 years of service. Border Patrol Agent Randall R. Banker, Jr. Border Patrol Agent Hector J. Benitez Sierra. Border Patrol Agent Charles G. Bennett. Border Patrol Agent Angel Caro. Border Patrol Agent Tatiana A. Castillo. Border Patrol Agent Matthew D. Cross. Border Patrol Agent Derek N. DeLuna. Joining Agent DeLuna on stage is his aunt, U.S. Customs and Border Protection Officer Nidia Trevino, 20 years of service. Border Patrol Agent Jocelyn A. Delgado. Joining Agent Delgado on stage is his brother-in-law, U.S. Customs and Border Protection Officer Orlando Terran, 3 years of service. Border Patrol Agent Wilfredo A. Delgado. Joining Agent Delgado on stage is his mentor, former Border Patrol Agent, currently Homeland Security Investigation Special Agent Eric Triglio, 13 years of federal service. Border Patrol Agent Frank D. Fazio. Border Patrol Agent Andrew J. Garcia. AJ Garcia could not be here with us today due to unforeseen circumstances. We honor his achievement and make sure that he receives his badge, credentials, and certificate. Thank you, Agent Garcia. Border Patrol Agent Stephen P. Gill. Border Patrol Agent Ian F. Graham. Border Patrol Agent Gilberto O. Jaime Molina. Border Patrol Agent Boyd K. Martinez. Border Patrol Agent Jorge L. Martinez Jr. Border Patrol Agent Blaze A. Murray. Border Patrol Agent Humberto G. Ramirez. Border Patrol Agent Ricardo Rincon. Border Patrol Agent Ernesto Rios III. Border Patrol Agent Ari L. Patel. Border Patrol Agent Dylan R. Schumer. Border Patrol Agent Sing E. Tan. Border Patrol Agent Jason R. T. Border Patrol Agent Dalton R. Terran. Border Patrol Agent Michael S. Thomas. Border Patrol Agent Clayton L. Weinberg. Border Patrol Agent Tamara M. Wolfenden. Border Patrol Agent William L. Zug.
Graduates, please stand and prepare for the oath of office.
Class, stand.
Class, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Cecilia Costa,
Randall Banker.
Hector Benitez.
Charles Bennett. Angel Carl.
Tatiana Castillo,
Matthew Cross. Derek DeLuna.
Johnson Delgado,
Wilfredo A. Delgado. Frank Fazio. Stephen Gill. Ian Graham. Gilberto Jaime Molina. Lloyd Martinez. Jorge Martinez. Blaze Murray. Humberto Ramirez. Ricardo Rincon. Ernesto Rio. Ari Rotel. Dylan Schumer.
Sydney Tan,
Jason Key. Dalton Terrier. Michael Thomas. Clayton Wettenberg.
Tamara Wolfenden,
William Zug.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
on which I am about to enter.
on which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, class.
Graduates, please be seated.
Class, seats.
In closing, I want to thank all the family, friends, and visitors for joining in the celebration of this session's achievement.